Hey folks, Leaf here, Sylvius here, whatever. Sylvius here on Leaf. Wow, that was phenomenally stupid. I'm ashamed of myself right now. Anyway, let's see here. It's been a while since I got on Leaf. I think last time I put a bid in for, I want to say Zowan legs, but I'm not 100% certain if that's what it actually was. I guess we'll find out when I get to the depot, huh? Sell soft boots, whacking driller of fate, MPA, demon helmet, mastermind shield, wand of defiance, arcane staff, frozen starlight. I wish I had any of those things. Zowan legs acquired. Yeah. Alright, I mean that's kind of awesome, to be fair. Woohoo! Alright, so the game plan here is to finish up with the crocodiles. I literally just got off playing Sylvius, just for the record, okay? Like, it was just minutes ago that I was playing him. And I'm just destroyed by my lack of carrying capacity. Withdrawal, I don't know. Let's go with 200. I already have a decent amount of spears on me, so I don't need that many. Royal spears. There we go. Alright. 20 of them, that should be sufficient. So yeah, let's see how many of these guys I actually need to kill. Crocs. Okay, so 87. It'll be pretty quick. I'll finish Crocs this time, and then it's on the tarantulas, and then you know, we'll go from there. We will go from there. So I have like a minor announcement to make. These Leaf videos seem to be like moderately popular, and they give me an opportunity to kind of just ramble on about crap, which I enjoy. So that said, though, I do sometimes ramble on about like political stuff, and I know some people don't enjoy that as much. So what I decided to do was do another playthrough. I'm probably going to make a druid, I think, for this one. And all that druid will talk about is politics. Whereas I'll keep the political stuff off of Leaf. So I'll be doing that relatively soon. We'll see how it goes. The other thing about that is I will make use of all the benefits of being a premium account. Like, you know, I'll get blessings, all of the blessings. I'll get the premium-only spells. I'm sure there's other premium aspects. I'll use the boats, for instance. I will do quests that are in premium areas to get me things that I want. But I will do all of my hunting outside of just doing quests in free areas. So I'll be hunting in like the face troll cave and stuff like that a lot. Anyway, yeah, I think that'll be fun. I probably won't play that character as much as I play Leaf, Dowdal, or Sylvius, just because, you know, I'll only get on that character when I have a political rant of sorts. But yeah, that's the game plan. So look forward to that when I get around to it. I don't know what I'm going to name the character yet either. But yeah, we'll work on it. Oh, hey, the envelope from the wizards. I forgot all about those guys. Leaf, you're blue. Congrats. Oh, I guess I have to keep that, don't I? Yeah, because I have to mark another player. Right. I don't really care which one I join. I just want to join one of them and get my chessboard. Whee, chessboard. And maybe I'll get incredibly lucky and I'll get one of the queens. Because I think the queens sell for a decent amount. To be honest, I know that event started either today or last night or something like that, but I just haven't really been caring a lot about it. So it is what it is. On a side note, my aunt, the one who can't do anything for me, who like sucks and stuff like that. Actually, okay, so I got like 2 family-related things. So she calls me up last night. Now I know I said this, like I worked the night shift, 3rd shift at my gas station. Hurrah! So all right, that means I basically am going to bed at. For the love of God, are you kidding me? You know, any other time I'd be like, oh my god, I'm breaking so many spears. Now I can't break any of the spears. Bummer. Anyway, so I basically go to bed at like 8 to 10 a.m., which means I sleep from basically 4 to 4 to 6, pretty much. Not the greatest, like, sleeping schedule, don't get me wrong. Okay, it's a green frog. I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw something on the screen, and a monster would be moving towards me, so I figured it was a player, but nah, it's a frog. There we go. So anyway, my, like, sleep schedule kind of sucks, and then every day, something or somebody wakes me up. Usually for something mind-bogglingly stupid. Like, people call me and are like, hey, are you asleep right now? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, okay. I just wanted to check. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you seriously just... No. There's no way you just called me for that. So, I mean, that kind of thing keeps happening. So, my sleep schedule's been made worse by the fact that my family's, like, awful. So I had 4 days off in a row. Ugh. Hope I'm not getting sick. That would be horrible. Whatever. So I had 4 days off in a row, and I wanted to get out, like, shopping. I had to buy some, like, groceries, and I also wanted to get new shoes, because I think I probably said this, but I bought the worst shoes Walmart had to offer, because the good shoes that Walmart had to offer were, like, not in my size, and then the one pair that was in my size, somebody had stolen. I replaced them with their nasty shoes that were covered in girth. So anyway, I wanted to get out to get to Kohl's and get some shoes, because my grandmother has a like a coupon or something for Kohl's for 30% off your purchase. So I figured that would work out pretty well. So that was the game plan. It didn't really work out the way I was hoping. So the first night, I wanted to skip, my secondary job where I helped my grandmother. I wanted to skip that because, I didn't get to sleep in time, and we needed to leave at, like, 5. So, couldn't skip that. Didn't get enough sleep. Then the next day, we had a store meeting at my job that was, like, mandatory at 1 o'clock. And it would definitely mess up my sleep schedule if I went to bed at, to get up at 1. To get there at 1, I needed to be up at noon, which meant I'd have to go to bed at like 4 minimum, and that would just be way too early and would cause problems with my sleep schedule. So I opted to just stay up all night. So then I didn't get home from, like, the meeting until about 3. And then... you suck, Mr. Tortoise. There we go. I didn't get home from the meeting until, like, 3. So, 8 hours from 3 would be 11. And on top of that, I didn't get enough sleep the night before. And on top of that, I had stayed up way, way, way later than I would under normal circumstances. So I was super, super tired. And then I got, like, multiple family members waking me up. So that all sucked. And then last night, like, under normal circumstances, I would be going to bed at around now. It's 8:52 a.m., just for the record, okay? So, like, under normal circumstances, I would be going to bed maybe now or in an hour. Last night, my aunt calls me, the one who, like, can't do anything for me, and is like, hey, can you do me a favor? And I'm like, sure, like, all the favors you do for me, is what I thought, but I didn't say it, because I'm a nice person. I'm a nice person. So she's like, I think my dog broke its leg. And she's got this little tiny dog. It's like the size of a normal human being's foot. She's like, could you go with me to the vet? Because I don't really know how to get there, and I don't want to get lost. I'm like, fine, I'll go with you to the vet. What time is it? She's like, oh, it's at, like, 11. I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? So that means I need to stay up till, let's say we're going to be at the vet for an hour. And that's going to take me maybe 30 minutes to get home. That means I got to stay up until 12:30. Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? So, that happened. And then if I do that, that means, alright. I can easily enough just go to sleep at that point. One, I'll be a little tired, but it won't be that big of a deal. But then I won't get up until 9. And today's the last day to use the Kohl's coupon to get 30% off. And on top of that, I start working again tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Or is it tonight? I have literally no idea. Today is what, the 16th? Okay, I'm off the 16th. I don't work the 16th, which means I don't work tonight. I work tomorrow night. I have the hardest time figuring out when I work. It kills me a little bit inside. So I'll go to bed today at around... Plan was, I would go to bed today at around 1. Wake up at around, I guess, 9 at night. And then from there, I'd be up all night, go to sleep again the next day, wake up, and then have work the next day. It's such a hassle with this, like, sleep schedule. Just trying to figure out when I do things. Especially because my schedule, like, crosses. You know, I work one night, but technically it's 2 nights because the day changes in the middle of it all. So I just never have any idea what's happening. It's killing me a little bit inside. Anyway, so yeah, since I wouldn't be able to get to Kohl's before I had to go back to work anyway, and since the coupon thing was going to expire, I'm just going to be going today, so I'm not going to be going to bed until like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and I'm just going to be mind-bogglingly tired, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm super thrilled about this series of events. Super thrilled. So yeah, there's that. That's one of my sucky things. Anyway, the other kind of sucky thing was, yesterday was my birthday. Now, this is actually like a 2-parter, okay? Because I was thinking about like talking about this. I'm not super concerned about it being my birthday. Although on that note, I think exactly 2 people wished me a happy birthday. No, 3. 3 people wished me a happy birthday. Whatever. I mean, I'm not like super concerned about it, but like, I definitely encountered and spoke to more people than 3 who knew my birthday. But whatever. Like, I met them in person and they just didn't say anything to me. Whatever. So the first thing I was going to say about this, and I was thinking about it before, was how, you know, when you're a kid, like, your birthday's super awesome and everything like that. It's like, yeah, sure, it's not as good as Christmas, for sure. Like, Christmas is the most amazing day of the year when you're a kid. Your birthday does pale in comparison to that. But, you know, Christmas, you might have to do church, like family members come over. You also have to give presents. Your birthday is all about you. So your birthday is like a really cool day when you're a kid. And then at some point, it stops being a day all about you and a day that you're just like, oh, cool, I get stuff today. You know, everybody's like, you know, not exactly, you're not like the guest of honor anymore, but you're still getting a whole bunch of stuff. So your birthday is still cool in that sense. And then at some point you start realizing that while you get a whole bunch of stuff, it's not really a whole bunch of stuff you want. And you have to like deal with being like, oh, just what I always wanted. Underwear with hearts on them. Thanks, Grandpa. And then you kind of reach the point in your life where, you know, you have a job and you're making your own money. And pretty much like at that point, anything that you want, you're capable of buying yourself. And anything that you do want but aren't capable of buying yourself are way out of the, like, you can ask somebody for this kind of thing, you know? Like, I want, like, a new cell phone charger. I just go and buy myself a new cell phone charger. I want some new books. I just go and buy myself a new book. I want some Tibia premium time. I just go buy myself some Tibia premium time, you know? I need a new mouse pad. I go buy a new mouse pad. I need a new mouse. I go buy a new mouse. And then anything that I want but can't get, like, oh, man, I really want, like, an Xbox One. I can't really ask people to get that for me for my birthday anymore. That's kind of out of the range that family members and, you know, people are willing to throw out at me. Not that I'm, like, complaining or anything like that about the fact that they won't get me an Xbox One. It's just, you know, kind of, like, takes away from the day a little bit, where you're just kind of like, ah, really? This day is not so cool anymore. 19 more to go, thank God. Maybe I should head back up. Let's head back up. Perfect. So, I mean, it's not like a huge deal, but, like, yeah, you kind of get to that point where you're just like, ah, oh, man. And then, you know, for the things where you're like, well, I gotta tell them, like, same kind of thing happens with Christmas, to be fair. where you're like, okay, well, because I remember the one year, like, you know, I talk about how I use this gamepad to play Tibia, and I actually got that for Christmas one year. And I knew I wanted it and, like, needed it, but I needed to tell something to my family to get me. So I was like, oh, I could really use this, like, Razer Nostromo gamepad thing. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll get you that. I'm like, all right, that's cool that you're getting me that. Because, like, it is $100 or around $100, and that is a decent, like, amount. So it does help me that I don't have to pay for that myself. On the other hand, though, it's the middle of November, and this is a Christmas present, and it means I'm not going to be able to use this for, like, 1.5 months. Whereas if I did just buy it myself, I would have immediate access to it. So, I mean, like, you know, it's like that. And then you get to the point where people, like, basically stop giving you gifts just in the first place, and then they start giving you, like, mostly cards and maybe, like, a $5 bill or something like that. And then the awesomeness of your birthday definitely decreases all of a sudden. And again, I'm not trying to be like, oh my god, everybody should be giving me piles and piles of cash. Because I'm not, but I'm just complaining that because as I matured and grew as a human being, my birthday stopped being so awesome. And it was cool when your birthday was awesome. Very cool. And I'm a little saddened that it's no longer the case. Alright, how many more do I have to kill at this point? Crocs? 6. 5. That's a crap, but soon. You guys suck. 4. Again, I just want to point this out too before I go back onto my birthday little fit. Oh, I got the hiccups. I got the hiccups. I've now tasked Crocs completely on Sylvius, Daldal, and Leaf. Plus killed who knows how many other Crocs in the way to things. Never looted Croc boots. Not once. I mean, how does that happen? Really, how does that happen? Are we done here? Oh, one more to go, okay. And then we're done here. So the other thing with the whole birthday dealio is, so my birthday is the 15th of September. And my mom's is a few days before that. I can never remember which day it is, and I get it confused with another date. It's always the same 2 dates that I'm like, wait, is it this one or this one? Anyway, last year, a few weeks before her birthday, we got into this like huge argument about something like kind of stupid. Basically, the deal is that she's a crappy parent. At least she was to me. So we'll just roll with that. And because it's not something I need to get into. Nobody will benefit from me going into it. But point is, by the way, we're just going to Grizzly Adams to tell him we've completed the task and then be on our merry little way. Also, I was kind of hoping I could find another player so that I could use my thing on them. Can I use my thing on you? Ugh. You suck, player. Alright, well, maybe I'll get lucky and meet somebody else on the way. If not, whatever. Basically what happened was she doesn't like approve of my, you know, lack of like stunning success in life. You know. And I didn't approve of the fact that, like, you know, I doubled up in courses in high school so I could graduate early and like go to college. And then she just provided like zero assistance with that at all, and then basically like kind of asked me to just move out after they bought a house that like didn't have enough rooms for me. Yeah. So like, you know, I didn't really approve of the fact that she provided like zero assistance for me as I was growing up and was like a terrible parent the whole time around, and then provided zero assistance for me on like my way to college, and then she doesn't approve of my life. So it's like whatever. But you know, it's whatever. Okay. I didn't need to say deposit all. Task. You've killed Hyde. Yay. Good. I'm pretty sure I can't do crocs, right? Crocodiles. Yep, okay, so task. I don't think I want to do Carnophylla yet. They're kind of dangerous. So at this point, it's badgers and mammoths. Badger. You'll find them surrounding Svargon. Hunt 300 badgers and you'll be rewarded. Yes. Task. Mammoth. This particular species is found in Svargrand. Impressive beast, but you wouldn't want one in your backyard. Hunt 300 of them. Yes? Alright, so yeah. So after I finish up with tarantulas, it's off to Svargrand. By the way, this video will end once I kill the snapper. Just throwing that out there. So anyway, we had months before that fight, we got into a big fight. Basically, like, she calls me up because I think she feels the need to, like, check up on me to see if, like, I don't know, I'm dead. And then, at the same time, she generally, like, disapproves of my very existence. So she takes those, like, opportunities to be like, hi, I disapprove of your very existence. So it's, like, it's kind of annoying where, like, she doesn't have to help me, and, like, she doesn't have to help me, like, pay for college or anything like that. But, like, she's definitely got the money to do it. It's not like it's incapable. I mean, she's just, like, you know, choosing to be like, well, screw that guy. But it's kind of annoying when somebody, like, calls me up to be like, oh, hey, rich and famous yet? No? What a loser. Wow, you suck. Anyway, let me tell you about my awesome life and how I'm going on vacation with the rest of the family. Like, you know, my other two kids, your, like, stepbrother and half-sister, and half-brother. That, you know, I like way more than you, but I'm gonna, you know, we're going to Walt Disney World, but, I mean, we're gonna go to Walt Disney World in, like, the fall. Before that, though, we're gonna go to just the beach in the summer for, like, maybe a week and a half, you know, rent out a house. It'll be awesome. Yeah, I mean, you're invited, you just gotta pay your own way. It'll only be, like, $600. Oh, that's right, you're, like, ultra poor, don't have $600. Oh, anyway, yeah, like, some of my friends ask about you, and I have to lie about it because you're so pathetic. So that's basically the conversation we kept having. Like, I didn't really enjoy that conversation, unsurprisingly, right? So, we got in this huge fight where I was like, dude, look, let me kill the snapper first. Actually, the snapper's not hard to kill. I'm just gonna ignore him. You're dead. 2 health pots and a life ring. Not bad. Alright, so yeah, we got into this, like, argument where, oh, hey, I leveled up off that, too. That was kind of cool. Leveling up off a boss is always fun. Or at least leveling up off something, like, noteworthy is always fun. Anyway, so we got into this huge fight where I was basically like, look, could you just not tell me how much of a disappointment I am? Like, I get that you're unwilling to, like, assist me in any way. But, like, telling me that I suck doesn't make me, you know, any more inclined to do anything. It just makes me feel bad about myself. So, like, could you just not do that? That would be awesome, right? Like, I mean, that's all I'm asking for, you know? So, like, she couldn't grasp that, you know, I wasn't enjoying the fact that she just, like, is very vocal about how much I suck. And I was like, look, you know, you call me up maybe once or twice a week just to be like, hey, still useless? Oh, hey, well, let me tell you about my awesome life. I'm not complaining about your awesome life. But anyway, we got in this huge argument. And then we kind of, like, made up slowly about it. And she made, like, a effort to not do that anymore. But as, like, time progressed, that effort slowly started to, like, whittle. And, like, some other things kind of, like, happened that I'm not... don't have my... I left my thing in there. Oh, jeez. High Adventurers Stone. Yes. Alright. So, yeah, a few other things happened that I'm not going to get into, both because I don't have the time and because I don't want to. Anyway, so last year, about, like, the beginning of September, we got into this huge argument about the same exact thing, where she called me up and was like, wow, you suck. So, since then, we haven't spoken. I didn't get her anything for her last birthday. She didn't get me anything for that birthday. We ignored each other for Christmas. I've had, like, 0 contact with my mom or stepdad or my brothers and sisters since then. And then, like I said, yesterday was my birthday. And she apparently dropped off a cake and, like, a book present for me. So now I'm like, man, this sucks. Like, alright, you know, I'm going to go back and do something minorly just because I want to finish talking about this. Yeah, let's deposit my crap in my bank. In my depot, since I forgot to do that. So I'm like, man, this, like... You know, I'm not, like... a couple people were like, you know, you should really make up with your mom. But I was like... Interacting with my mom doesn't do anything for me, even when she's, like, not doing that thing specifically that I ask her not to do. Like... she doesn't help me with anything. She doesn't, like, really listen to me or care about anything I have to say. Like, you know, this whole, for example, this whole, like, you know, let's play thing is something that's, like, important to me. And if I tried to speak to her about this, she would be so not caring that she would probably just walk away from me while I'm speaking to her. Which, you know, is kind of annoying. Let's just go, yeah, I'll just go back and end the video now. So it's like annoying in that sense. Because, I don't know. It's annoying. And, so I was like, you know, I don't really need a relationship with her, I suppose, because I'm not getting anything positive out of it. So even if she did entirely stop the whole, like, I'm going to call you up and tell you how much you suck thing, there's still, like, you know, like, I hang out with my friends because I get positive interaction out of them and stuff like that. I don't get anything positive out of interacting with my mom. But now I kind of have to be like, so I had to, like, send her a text message and be like, thank you for the cake and everything. And then I had to wish her, like, a happy belated birthday because her birthday was, like, a week ago. And I'm like, man, this sucks. Well, on top of that, like, if her birthday was months ago, it would have been far enough away that it wouldn't make me look like a scumbag having not given her a present, and she giving me one. And now it's kind of like, man, do I have to go get, like, her a present now? Because it was, like, soon enough that I need to do the right thing. Ugh, I don't know, people. I don't know. Anyway, that was that. So again, folks, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Patreon, Twitter, and Facebook. My videos are going up early on my Patreon account because I don't have time to format them all, and otherwise, you know, the videos would be going up incredibly slowly. I mean, they are going up incredibly slowly, but they're going up early on Patreon, so you can check them out there. So do that. Furthermore, I'll be starting a new sequence of these, like, every waking moment of character who will be staying only in free areas, at least for hunting purposes, and all that jazz. So, folks, I will see you guys later.